Hello everybody, I wanna bring a quick video here addressing the fact of how to avoid a bear trap formation and being swiped on the opposite direction when you're trying to get low on top of the view app. The view app is an indicator that a lot of people use because it's used by a lot of the institutions, and it's the volume weighted average price, right? So it's the average price versus the volume that it's supposed to have at that certain moment, right? So trying to simplify what it is. So here this morning we noticed, and this is one of the run-ins yesterday, this started to run yesterday on the closing bell, very close to the closing bell. You see here how it got halted going into the extended hour session yesterday, and I wanted to keep an eye on it very early in the morning today, and I posted that when it was actually pumping this price here on the Discord group. By the way, the invite link is in the description of this video, and there's no questions asked. You can just come by and just talk to us and share ideas. And so I saw this thing going higher this morning, and I posted in the Discord group alongside many other names that I was watching, and you can see how right out of the gates this thing actually flushed. We have a pre-market high of 560, and he went down like crazy, even got halted here. Let me just get this a little bit closer so bring you that idea that I'm talking about here. So you can see here how it got halted and it resumed very close to the low of this candle in 1 minute here, and it made a little base and it started to get some accumulation going right back up towards the view app. There was one thing that caught my attention a lot. I noticed how every time it came up, right, and when he got that rejection of the view app from the early morning, every time it tried to come up, you got a rejection and a rejection and then a rejection. But then if you notice here how it started to hover, and we started to soak all of this buying pressure very close to the view app, we have an accumulation area here, and how it just rejected this area several times, right? So here it was holding that 50 simple moving average right here, very close to the view app, and it looked like we were going to hold and have a crossover in the 1 minute. And here look at how it came up, right? And here's one thing that if you look at the 5 minutes, we have this nice ascending formation on the 5, right? But the problem with that is that it was very slow. If you look at the time frame from the starting of the day, it started to print all these 5-minute candles, and it was very slow to reclaim this area. And all of the 5-minute candles, this was the only one that was able to actually hold on top of it. But what I was looking for, and here's how you can avoid being trapped in this thing, because when it rejected this time around, this thing just flushed. And look at this, our 1 minute candles. In this 1 minute candle, we have a high of 503 and a low of 570, right? So it dropped on this 1 minute candle 33 cents, and even came even lower here with 63 cents. So let's just do the math here, and it dropped 40 cents in about 2 minutes, right? So if you're holding something trying to get long on support, thinking that you're gonna see this thing and reclaim and go right back up, and that was also my idea. I was trying to see if it was going to hold, and I talked about this, and also the other let me see, the other name that I was talking about was DYAI. It got halted very early in the morning, And I posted this stuff on the group, and I said, well, I'm gonna keep an eye on it, although it has been rejecting several times around the view app. Every time it gets close to the view app, it rejects. I want to see if we can have a change in character on the price action here, and have that view app change up character from a bearish sign to a bullish sign. So what you have to do here, and that you don't have to, but this is what I like to do, this is me being a little bit safe, trying not to get involved in this flush here and this rejection. I didn't have any shares available to short, so I was trying to get long. But in order for you to notice and have a little bit of a confirmation to avoid this type of stuff, what you have to do, and again, this is me personally, you don't have to do it, but it will be a better idea to have it come up as you did here, and then push up a little bit more, come down, hold the view app, and then come right back up slowly. As you notice here, the same concept when it's have this ceiling, and we have this small triangle formation in the 5 minutes. If you want, we can put this thing here like this, and we have a small ascending triangle formation that looks like a flag, right? But here's the problem. If you have the pole, right, pole down, because it's inverted, let's just say that we have it inverted. If we were having a flag, bull flag, this has the pole, comes down, rejecting, and actually retracing in this fashion like this, and then a push up this way. But here what we had was the pole, and then slowly flagging up towards the view app with this ceiling here, right? And we have a little bit of a floor here. Now once the floor was removed, the people that were bidding this thing up, it just flushed down, and then it printed a bear flag pattern formation right here in the 5 minutes. So the way to wait and not get trapped by this will be to let it come down, consolidate, wait for it to come back up and reclaim the spot, and then as it reclaims, then flush right back down. Maybe not flush, what I'm trying to say, because if it's a flush, then it's a pretty bad idea, but come up, then retrace right back down or pull back down towards the view app, and have that resistance that we had be now support, and have that change character to have this push up right back up. And this is exactly what happened on this name, DYAI. Early morning, you can see the pre-market session. We came down and we were hovering around the view app, right? And here we have a little bit of accumulation, comes up, and it got halted going through the view app here. I even have a picture of that. I try to put it here, and I share that picture with the Discord group this morning. So now you see how it reclaimed the view app, although it came down, every candle closed on top of the view app here. So this wick you see here and here, the body of these candles are on top of the view app, and here we have this doji, right? So you can see how it reclaimed, but even if when it dipped, it actually held, because the body and the closing of the candles, the body of those candles stayed on top. And then this push, little ceiling, retracement back towards the view app, dip, 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 but the body staying a little bit over. And then here for the second push, nice leg up, right back towards this high here. So you can see how it's flags over here a little bit and then push back up, but every single candle stays on top. So what for a view up reclaim trade, it will be a better idea, and you don't have to, but this is what I do and what I will recommend, to wait for it to push right back up, retrace right back, or pulls back to the view app area if you're doing a view up trade, and then on that nice support, then you take the trade, not anticipating the move as the other name that we were just revising, FLGC.